I've actually got my phone resting up against a bottle of Gentleman Jack.
Oh, oh, that's awesome.
And then for Dutch courage,
Mm,
a bottle of lager.
cheers. All right.
Cheers!
That's a big bottle. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I saw your live stream. You started a live stream on Instagram today. Were you driving, just driving around your. I thought you were driving home from work or something.
No, I've just been out to the shop, so I was driving home and I was getting a bit of road rage. There was an old person in front of me, and on the country road, it's 60 miles an hour, and they were doing 35 all
Oh
the
my
way.
God.
Yeah, frustrating isn't the
Yeah.
word. Swearing, I'll admit. But
Oh
no,
yeah.
I just wanted people's input. Like, I get bored when I'm driving, so I'm like, hey, see who's about to chat to.
Yeah.
So it's all good fun.
Good. So so like I said, through our text messages, this is laid back. It's relaxed. We're recording. We're not live, so
Hmm.
if there's anything we need to cut out, or we have to refill a drink or go to the bathroom, we can just it's whatever. I can cut everything out, and no worries. So
Oh, good.
yeah. So we're just uh, we just met on Instagram
Hmm.
just a few days ago, and it's just it's a relaxed environment. It's no big deal. We're just two people talking about airsoft stuff. But so now you've been on Instagram for a while. It looks like posting stuff on airsoft and that kind of thing, right?
Well, it's crazy actually because just before Christmas, I only had about 460 followers, and I don't know why all of a sudden it's blown up. Like, what have I got? Just over 1,000 now or something.
Yeah.
Um, I just put the posts up for fun. I'm not on like this popularity contest or anything like that. I share people's pictures because I like their photos. And a few that I follow and they follow me, we've actually been playing either against each other or with each other at at our local site. And then, of course, we're like, oh, yeah, I remember you, and then now follow each other. It's crazy. We
That's
already
good.
knew each other. And now we're following each other on Instagram. I could have been with them 2 years ago and shot them.
Right. And didn't even know.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to recognise people once they're out of the airsoft kit and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because you
Mm,
guys have, people have the full face cover or,
yeah.
goggles and whatever. So, yeah, it's definitely hard to recognize people when they have all their gear off.
Mm. I mean, I wear the full face helmet with the mask because of my job that I do. I work in a supermarket, so I don't want to go into work on a Monday with marks all over my face and what have you. And then, I mean, I've been playing coming up 8 years now, and I'd only been playing a handful of times, and I'd shot a lad's front tooth out.
Oh,
Full auto. I was like, oh no, what's the policy here? Do I have to pay for his dentist treatment? Um, so then the guys nicknamed me Tooth Fairy. So it's
mm,
not really my call sign. People still call me Alex, but I just put it on the Instagram that it's Tooth Fairy.
yeah.
So
Oh my God,
200,
that's funny.
£250 it cost him.
Woo.
Now he's one of our best friends,
Yeah.
so it's
Now,
fine.
does he wear like a face covering now?
Yeah, yeah, he wears it now. I don't think he'd been playing very long at the time neither.
Yeah.
But no, it was funny.
Yeah, when you see these videos where I just saw one a couple days ago on Instagram where a guy had a BB stuck in his eyebrow
Oh
and
yes,
they pinched
yes.
it out. Oh, I mean, it was like
Oh,
way in there. Like you couldn't even see it until the guy started squeezing.
it
Woo!
was just looked like a really small white mark
Yep.
until they were pushing and pushing. I was like, oh my god. saw a similar clip where they're in people's kneecaps,
Mm.
in his chin, and they're
Mm-hmm.
pushing out. One kid getting shot in the hand is absolutely pouring with blood. Oh,
Oh
it's
my gosh.
disgusting. Well, spend the money on the face pro.
Uh-huh.
Protect the face.
Oh, for sure. I
Mm,
when we first started our channel, these guys were playing, and I used to make fun of them when they first started, and because I started with paintball,
mm.
years and years ago. So I was like, these plastic BBs don't hurt. This is like for kids. These are toy guns. I mean, they look cool, right? The guns look awesome, but there's no way this hurts, like paintball does. So I had them shoot me in the hand, and I just held my fist out, and they were like 40 feet away. This gun we were using it was a Sterling that we got in a mystery box. It was like a World War II era gun. It shot full auto. It was, I think it was shooting 380 FPS, and they were only like 40 feet away. And I was like, go on, shoot it. And they're like, it's going to hurt. I'm like, no, it ain't. Man, it was, it hurt. I never made fun of airsoft again.
Oh, I mean, I've been shot. We call it the pinky, the little
Yeah.
finger. Like if I'm already dead and my hand's up and I'm
Mm.
going to respawn, it could be a rental that's accidentally shot me on the fingernail on the tip or the ear
Woo.
cartilage at the top. That
Oh, yeah.
hurts as well.
Yep.
But luckily, touch wood, no lady parts have been damaged. I've been protected. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Definitely protect those. Oh, yeah. So
But
how did you get started in airsoft?
I started off with um, air rifles, going to a range. Got a bit bored of shooting like metal ducks and things like that. Then went on to play pigeon shooting.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I was using a 12 gauge shotgun with like 36-gram cartridges, and oh, the pain in the shoulder. I thought I'd broken a bone. It was too powerful for me. The kick was just too much. So then went on to the 20, 20 gauge, I'm going to say, with like
Mm-hmm.
lighter cartridges,
Yep,
28
we have
gram, I think.
those.
And I was all right with them. And then doing that for a while, and the price of it as well, it was something like £46 for 100 cartridges and 100 clays, and you only get maybe 2 hours of play shooting. And then I think it was just by chance, found a local airsoft site. It was called NTAC at the time, and now it's changed ownership. So now it's Dirty Dog Airsoft, which everyone has to go check out. It is a really cool site. They've upgraded it over the years. They've just had the fifth anniversary. Fantastic site. And for £35, if you don't have all the kit, you go rent everything, you get your tub of BBs, and you're there for the full day, like 6 or 7 hours. And it just went from there. And then gradually the guns build up and the equipment builds up.
Right.
Me and my partner today, I've actually made a note of the guns. We have 24 plus guns in the
Woo.
house and over 5 pistols.
Wow.
Um, so I don't know names of guns. I give them nicknames. Like once they're out the box, you show me a gun, I will not have a clue what it is. So I'll give it a nickname, depending on how it fires or what it looks like. There's a gun. It looks very skeletal in the stock, so I call it Skeletor. Or another one would be Terminator because it's run on HPA. Another one will be like the Bone Collector. So I just do daft little nicknames for them. Like Firstborn, that's my M4 Combat, like G&G that I had.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Looks looks like a rental, but my partner, he does tech work, so he's pimped it out. Everything internally is
Oh,
pimped
nice.
out. So it's like a sleeper. You think, bog standard gun. Oh, wait till you get shot with it, mate.
That's
But no,
awesome.
I'll read out these guns that we counted. There could be more, actually. So AK 416, two side by side shotgun APS, TMM4, two PDW, an SA80, LSW, M700 gas, five snipers, HPA M4, that's the one that I call the Terminator, MP5, TAC6, ICS M4, got three SIGs, a 556, a 550, a 552, three grenade launchers, a G3. Then, because he does tech work, we've got another 12 guns in the house from his
Oh,
mates, so they've been living here rent free. And then maybe another eight guns in bits, like boneyard guns that he'll take parts out of to do up. So a lot of guns.
that is awesome. Holy cow, what a list.
I should take a photo of them all, lay them all out and take a photo. But it's
Yeah, well, if
crazy.
you remember to do that, you could send it to me and I'll put it in this video when we post it.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be very cool. So one of the guys I do a podcast with, I've done like three or four of them with this guy that lives a few states away from us,
Mhm.
and he's been playing airsoft since like the mid '90s. So he's got so many guns, like a huge gun collection, of airsoft guns. And we started doing these podcasts where I was calling it the Keeper Gun Show. His nickname's Keeper, and
Yeah.
because he has so many, he's got one, like these custom guns, he's had, guys make for him and stuff. Really, cool, like a huge list. And this sounds like you guys have a lot like that. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. So does your partner play? You guys play together?
Yeah, play together, but sometimes I'll say, "Oh, let's go on opposite teams." I don't mind. He shot me, I've shot him.
Yeah.
I've got a Dan Wesson pistol, but it's too hot. It's running at 550 FPS.
Woo!
Um, yeah, so I can't use it at the sites. I'm gonna have to get the power down shells because a friend of mine did a 3D print cartridge for me. So one shot fires six BBs at once.
Oh wow.
So I shot my husband in the back garden. Um,
Oh shit.
when it was running fine, it was only on maybe 240 when I'd used it. So I'm not sure what's happened there. Maybe it's the chamber, maybe it's the cartridge. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't use that now, which is a shame.
And what's your out of that whole list of guns, what's your favorite one to use that you use the most?
Well, I normally go with the 416 because I'm normally a skirmish player, but I've also done Milsim games. There's Sterling Airsoft and Land Warrior Sports. They do an England versus Scotland event every December. So I did 2018, 19, and then I've done last year's. The 200 guys, 100 from Scotland, 100 from England. We all go to Catterick Garrison, like a army base. Um, we'll play in the training area, so there's houses, buildings, a big multi-story tower. You get to stay at the barracks as well. And I'm the only female there.
Oh my
Some of the
gosh.
some of these guys are either still currently serving in the army or they're ex-military, veterans and what have you. But no, I ran with the 416 when I went in December. You go on a Friday, you play all day Saturday from 11 till 11, and then you play on the Sunday as well, 7 in the morning till 11 on the morning. So yeah, I ran with the 416 and it did me good. I had well, I didn't get to use many tag rounds. My husband didn't go because he had tonsillitis, so it was just me and the lads, and they took care of me. It was good. Bit of camping in the barn as well because of COVID restrictions. Not everyone could get in the houses, in the bunk beds to sleep in, so they had to like spread you out. So I was in
Yeah.
a barn with another 40 guys.
Oh
I
my
didn't
god.
I didn't get much sleep because a lot of them were snoring. I'm sure Chewbacca was in the corner snoring his head off. Yeah. So, and it was freezing as well. I think like UK in December, freezing cold. I
Okay.
had a good, I had a good sleeping bag. It should have worked, but no. And a throw, sleeping in my coat. I got 2 hours sleep. Lived on Red Bull, and then I think I got 3 hours sleep on the Saturday as well.
Oh my
But,
gosh.
yeah, but
So
England
you
won. But yeah, so sorry.
woo!
There's there's going to be footage up on YouTube. I'm not sure when it's going to get posted. I've already seen a clip because I was in a private group chat, so we had a sneaky look at it before it's going to get posted. But you can see footage from 2019, and
Okay.
you see me sneaking to shoot a Scottish player in a doorway. We more or less both shoot each other at the same time. So I took the hit. I was like, yeah. And then on the other footage, the latest one, you see me throwing a load of grenades in the house, try and
Mm.
get them out. I use a lot of pyro. I like pyro.
Yeah, they're fun.
Oh,
Definitely.
definitely.
So you guys, so what YouTube channel is that?
It'll be Sterling Airsoft.
Okay, I'll have
Mm.
to check that
They
out.
do they do loads of other different events through the year as well.
Yeah,
And there's it's they're mainly a milsim team. Well, they'll do weekend games. Really good players as well. I enjoyed playing alongside them.
yeah.
And then it was nice at the end of the footage. You see when they're reading out the scores of Scotland getting, I think 95, and I think England got 125 points because it was different objectives.
Okay.
Um, because there's all different teams that'll go. Although
Yeah.
you're on the England side, each team will get different objectives. So you can win 10 points if you keep hold of a house and don't let the Scottish in, things like this, or it'll get contested if the Scots say like they're downstairs and my lot are upstairs. But it was nice at the end of the footage where I sort of got acknowledged, like the saying "Well done, lads," and then "and lady." I'm like, "Yay!" They know I'm here.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to tell with all the gear on. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I could just look like a boy with a long ponytail.
Well, when I was talking to Chloe, Englefield Echo, her,
Yeah.
is her thing on Instagram and YouTube, and she was telling the same thing. Like, she's one of the only female players out there when they go to play, and a lot
Mm,
of people don't realize, she's a girl until she gets shot and said, calls her hit, whatever, and they're like, oh,
yeah.
because there's not a lot of female players out there right now,
No,
and that's
no.
what you and I were talking about the other day with, as we were talking on Instagram. There's an event or a group, you guys getting together, right? A bunch of women getting together, trying to form a team.
Yeah. So myself, and she's called Drew, but on Instagram she's down as GSG. She's a ghillie sniper. We've been following each other, I think, a couple of months now, and we were just planning on meeting up for a game, really. And I just made the joke of, oh, it'd be good to get the lasses involved, like others that we follow in common type stuff. And then she was like, maybe I could put a post up and see if anyone else wants to join. Yeah, I said, imagine creating an all-female team. How many guy teams would love to come and play against us type thing? So in 2 days, all of a sudden on the WhatsApp group chat, there was 25 females on it. And I think now there's maybe 33 or 34. So we were going to be called Team Lioness, but now we've just kept it as UKAL, so UK Airsoft Ladies.
Ah,
So we're all going to meet from all over the UK June the 5th at Halo Mill Proving Grounds. Some of the girls have played there before. I haven't, but I'm going to go there in March, give it a go. But yeah, it should be good. I've ordered a team flag. We've got a logo,
oh,
getting
nice.
patches made. And I mean, even if it only happens the once, it'd be good to get some memorabilia. I've
Yep.
had some mates saying, "Oh, what a waste of money getting a t-shirt or patches." Blah, blah. No, this is the first time I think people have met through Instagram formed friendships and thought, right, let's all get together, let's create one big event. So
Yeah.
I've been reaching out to male teams saying, do you think you can handle it against 30 odd women? you know, bring it. And then some of them have messaged back, bring it on.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
I saw the one you tagged, the one group
yeah,
you tagged in the Instagram post or whatever, and they said bring it on. Yeah, I
yeah,
think that's really cool. That's the really good thing, or I guess the good side of social media is kind of
mm,
like what you guys are doing, forming a team like that and using it for positive because I think there's a lot of negative on Instagram, on social media, Facebook, whatever. And, just it kind of gets tiring to see all that stuff. But when I saw you posting about this all girls team you guys were trying to get together, I thought it was really cool, and that's kind of what after the I did the podcast with Chloe. uh, I was as we started our Instagram, posted on Instagram, found you on there, and I messaged you right away. I was like, hey, you want to you know do a podcast? Oh yeah, I know you were kind of hesitant at first, and most people are, like I said, I think I told Chloe this too. you know People don't you don't really know other people on Instagram. Like you see their posts, but you don't really know who they are.
yeah.
So now if somebody goes to our YouTube channel, they can, you could see kind of like, oh, okay, this is this guy, whatever. But it's worked out good. I'm glad you were able to get on here because I thought it was cool that I found so many more women in airsoft in the UK than here in
Mm.
America. It's I love it. I think it's really cool that you guys are getting out there and doing that kind of stuff.
That's what I seem to have found as well. There's a lot more European female airsofters like
Yeah.
Brazil. There's a few that I follow there. It seems to be really popular like Poland, Russia, Czech Republic. Um, but yeah, loads of female. But I'm not dissing the female Instagrams, but there are some that I think are just there to pose with a gun on their accounts. I haven't seen any footage of them playing, so
Right.
I don't know if they're promoting something or if they're actual players. I'm a bit
Yeah.
confused by that. I just get photos up that the site have took. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's a little action shot. Where there's one from Christmas where I'm dressed as an elf, and another guy had a full-on reindeer suit, and I've done like a few photos on the one post. So if you scroll through, he's actually medicing me back in, but it looks like I'm doing a rude hand gesture to him. To this reindeer.
Oh, that's funny.
But
Oh
no,
man.
it's cool when you get action photos like that where you're not posing all the time with a gun,
Yeah.
saying like, "Hey, look at me, check me out," because I'm not bothered on what I look like or the clothes that I wear. I'm not bothered if my MTP trousers are second hand. I like to get them from an army surplus shop that's run by like ex-service people, support the local shops. I mean, I found a pair of Viper trousers in there as well,
Really?
and yeah, they were £45. But I've just got given a pair of Viper trousers off my teammate because he got a bit porky over Christmas and can't fit into them anymore. So I right, yeah, great, free pair of trousers. So I'll go look for the bargains. Um, I mean, nothing against people that want to buy like Cry trousers for 300 quid, whatever they're coming at, but I'm quite happy with my £40 trousers and or freebies if they're hand me downs. I don't mind as long as they zip up and fasten and I'm comfortable. The money I will spend is on like the helmet, a decent chest rig,
Yeah.
um, warrior plate. I have a Viper chest rig as well. We have quite a few. Like my husband will buy them, and I'll be like, oh, "Let me try that on. Oh yeah, that fits nice, right? It's mine now." So yeah, that's where to invest the money into the protection.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially if you're going to like a mil sim and you have to, carry a lot of mags, with you.
Mm,
Chest rigs are great for that because they're still kind of light, you know, and they
yeah.
carry all your stuff. But yeah, you don't have to have the best gear to go play. Like you can have
No.
good protective gear, and you got something to carry your mags. You can run out there and have a good time. If you know what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, end of the day, I just play airsoft just to de-stress from life after a rubbish week at work because I work for a supermarket. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to name them, but it begins with an A, so people watching will know what that is. Voted best supermarket of the year, and like I chase after shoplifters and things like this. Like literally 2 days ago, I absolutely legged it out the shop just because a guy was nicking a load of meat, and I'm running down the town centre. Managed to catch him. We have when anything like that happens, because we don't have a security guard, it's the staff that have to go chasing after them themselves. So, like, we have a code where you push the bell 3 times. That means, right, all the staff get out the shop, start legging after them, and we're not allowed to tackle them or anything like that. Like I could go to a disciplinary if I'm like pinning them down or anything like that. It's literally a case of get the products back and let them go. Which back in the day, like 20 years ago, I worked for another supermarket. I was about 18, 19, and we had a cigarette kiosk. So
Yeah.
it's sort of attached to the shop, but only through double doors. So it was like a separate area, and it was almost closing time. And I was by myself, ready to close up the counter. And a guy comes up to the counter, and I said, "All right, there, what can I get you?" Next thing, he grabs my wrist, puts a knife to my throat, saying, "Give me all your money out the till." And I was like, "Right, okay." He still got hold of my wrist with I mean, it wasn't like a Crocodile Dundee knife. It was just like a little vegetable knife type thing. That's what we thought, right, give you all the money, and then I had to let him go. But the emergency buttons, you have to push 2 fingers in. It could have been better if it was like a big emergency stop button. I could have kicked it with my knee. So I've dealt with all that. So shooting people, I'm just thinking, right, you're a customer that I don't like. I'm going to shoot you, or you're a shoplifter. But no, I left that job, and then after dealing with shoplifters, I went and worked for a nightclub, and then I'm dealing with drunks,
Oh
and
shit.
the bouncers and the doormen are fighting drunks. And there was one time where I'm behind reception desk, sat down, and say the reception desk comes a bit over the top of me, and there was a guy. He was built like we call it built like a brick shithouse,
Yep.
huge, roughly. He must have ate steroids as sweets, huge, drunk. You could tell he'd taken something as well. And 5 bouncers are tackling him because he'd been fighting with another bloke on the club dance floor. Bring him outside, they'd bashed him up against the desk anyways. And then because one of the bouncers, it was nearly the end of my shift, I had like a similar bottle shape in my hand. I'd only drank half of it, and the bouncer Mike shouting, "Alex, hit him over the head with your bottle. Hit him over the head." I'm like, "Oh god!" So then I'm leaning over, hit this drunk over the head, and it knocks him out. I thought I can't have knocked him out just with the bottle when there's 5 guys tackling him, but must have his head and been a bit like ooh, and then I've just done the final jab, and then he's flat out cold, and they just throw him to the street. Like back in the day, 20 years back, bouncers would have baseball bats in the club.
Yeah.
Um, like after that incident with the knife to me throat and stuff, they had 2 members of staff on then, and then built in another lot of doors. But we'd keep a baseball bat behind, whereas everything's different now. You can't. You'll get told off or go to disciplinary for self-defense. You can't touch people now. So after a rubbish week at work, I like to shoot people on a weekend to de-stress.
Yeah, right. Where it's
Yeah,
safe and legal, you go blasting, you know.
yeah, yeah. And I don't have to pay for any dentist work if I shoot the teeth out.
Right? Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah. That is crazy. All the how the things have changed over the last few years. Where you know, we have it here too in America, where a lot of retail shops, stores, they can't if people come in to steal stuff, they just let them go. You know,
Yeah.
they call the police, let them go, and hopefully
Yeah.
they try to catch them. But I mean, usually it doesn't.
No, we're not allowed to touch them,
Yeah.
which is annoying because I said to my manager, like, I've been threatened before by men saying that they were going to wait for me when I finished work and have me outside the shop. But my mouth didn't help the situation. Like, well, come on then. I'll finish at 5, bring it on type stuff. I've said to my boss before, I said, any of them lay a finger on me, I said, you'll have to call an ambulance and it won't be for me. I will deck them. It's self defense at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
If they if they hit me, I'll hit them back.
Of
I'll never hit
course.
someone first, but nah.
So you go out and do some airsofting to ease that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's a good stress reliever.
it's a good social scene, definitely. I've made some great friends on Instagram as well. There's one guy, he's down as Yankee Tan on Instagram, but his name's Tanner. Pardon me. We've been friends on Instagram for about a year now, and he's fantastic. We speak a few times a week, but it's only ever through messaging.
Yeah.
So no phone calls, no video calls or anything, just all through messaging. But because of COVID, we've never been able to meet up to play
Oh
a
yeah.
game. So he's going to come to this game hopefully in June. But he's become a really good friend. Like any hard times that you're going through, like September, I lost my best friend to cancer.
Mm.
And then end of November, lost my dad. He died.
Oh.
So Tanner's been fantastic, and there's a few other Instagram friends, if you want to call them that. The lads have like message checking in, seeing how I'm doing and stuff. So it's a really nice community, airsoft community. I haven't had any trolls as such yet. Time
Yeah.
will tell. I've had some
Yeah.
dirty DMs, like sugar mummy, someone else wanting me to send pictures of my feet for money. Um,
What?
I'll screenshot them and I'll send them to Tanner, and he'll be like, "Yeah, just reply back. Use song lyrics." So one guy messaged, "Hello." So I was using Lionel Richie's song, and I put back, "Is it me you're looking for?" And then I'm googling the lyrics, and I had to stop so far because it starts to say on the song lyrics that I love you. And so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to stop messaging these song lyrics now." But oh yeah, I've done TikToks on the dirty DMs that I get. It's crazy, and I'll
Oh,
ask other
that's
people,
funny.
"Are you getting this?" People just want pay. I'll pay you $500 a week to talk. Nothing
Oh
sexual.
my
Or
gosh.
send me photos of your feet. Tanner got one off Sugar Mummy. She was wanting to pay money and stuff like this, and he was winding her up, saying, "Oh well, I owe Big Sam £20,000." She's like, don't worry, baby, I'll take care of Big Sam." And he put back, "If my messages, if you can't understand my messages, it's because Big Sam's cut off some of my fingers."
Oh my god.
Clearly the scammers are, trying to get money out of you. But no, we have some fun just messaging them back, or I'll name and shame them and put them up on my stories.
Right.
Mm.
Oh, that's funny. I just got a message the other day from uh, a girl on Instagram saying, "Did you see my story?" And I've never talked to this girl before, and I was like, "No," and she goes, "Oh well, I invested $500 in Bitcoin, and I made $4,000 like 3 hours later." And I was like, "Okay, cool," because I know it's a scam. Like
Yeah,
dude, you didn't even ask me a question. What am I supposed to say? Like, oh, can I do what you're doing? Like, bro, I already know this is bullshit. You know?
yeah, yeah. It's like on some posts, I've noticed it a lot on people will put promote it on like Military Blaze and promoted on this, promoted on that. I'm like, oh, whatever. I either ignore it or just say like, oh, go suck on a lemon or something like that. It's clearly just scammers. But
Yeah.
I saw a Bitcoin one the other day as well. I was like, what the hell? Delete, block.
Yep. Yeah. Me too. Well, that's why when I sent you the message, I was, I'm pretty detailed with the message, like a normal text, so you know that it's not like some scam thing or whatever. And I've messaged a few people in the past, inviting them to a podcast, and I don't get it, I don't hear anything back, and that's fine, but yeah, when because of all this stuff on Instagram or other social media, and I gotta imagine there's probably a lot, you being a female, especially when you're posting airsoft pictures, with you're geared up, it looks cool. That probably
Mhm.
attracts a lot of guys that are like, send me a picture,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
like, get out of here,
yeah. Yeah, I've had some creeps, so they've got blocked.
right? Oh
uh,
yeah,
I mean, I was talking with one of my friends who was a male, and I was like, I don't understand how like the following's just shot up all of a sudden. I'm posting stuff that I like. My phone memory will be getting full, so I can wipe my phone and then look back on it and years down the line at all the things that I've done through social media. And he's like, well, it's easier for a female. I was like, well, yeah, I suppose you're kind of right, but I'm not like flashing anything,
yeah.
you know, sticking bum out or flashing boobs or what. So,
Yeah, I've seen
it's,
a couple of girls on the Instagram that are, posting all the time for airsoft, but like you said, they're not. They're just posing with guns in like camis. But there's a handful of them that I never see any gameplay. I never see
yeah,
them with someone else, and they have an OnlyFans page that they're promoting. So
yeah.
I think that's a big they just use that to kind of
Mm.
get guys to look at their stuff or whatever.
It comes up. It's frustrating because you think, well, you're giving female airsofters a bad rep. I saw one where she's in a bikini in a paddling pool with a face mask on, holding an airsoft gun. It's like, love, what are you promoting? Airsoft or your OnlyFans? Do one or the other. You know. No wonder I'm getting DMs saying, "Oh, can I have a bikini shot of you with a gun?" I'm like, no.
Oh yeah, yeah. My son, one of my sons was just talking about that. His wife was just talking about that. That she gets messages all the time on her social media about send me pictures of your feet. Can I have a bikini pic? That kind of stuff. And she just laughs. She's like, dude, get out of here.
Well, when it first happened to me, I think it was last year. I made a TikTok. I called him Dirty Grandpa because his profile. He had quite a lot of followers as well, but he looked like quite an old man wanting these feet pictures. So I started messaging the guy saying, "Send me photos of your feet. You know, dip them in spaghetti, or doesn't matter if you've got manky toenails or athlete's foot.
What?
Don't matter. I might make some money here. £20 for a picture of dirty grandpa."
Oh my
But
God, that's so crazy.
people have some weird fetishes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't understand the feet one. I don't know. I guess it's fine. I just can't relate. I don't get it. You know.
I've seen some strange documentaries on TV about people with the fetishes and girls recording themselves just pouring custard over the body,
Hmm.
which will get men horny, and she'll send the video to them and say like for $100 or something like that. I'm like, what the hell? Why am I
Yeah.
working in the supermarket? I could be pouring
Yeah.
custard on myself.
I know. You're going getting a knife put to your throat and having to
Yeah,
knock some dude in the head with a beer bottle. You just look, stand in a bikini, pour spaghetti on you, and
yeah.
sell it.
Damn,
That is
I'm in
crazy.
the
Oh yeah. So
job.
you guys have a lot of guns. You've been now. Did your partner get you into airsoft?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Um, he's ex-army. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, of course, with clear pigeon shoot, I haven't done that for a while actually. I'd like to get back into it. Um, but it's the price, you know.
Yeah.
Hitting a target for 50 quid for a couple of hours, or now that I'm a member at a local site and I've got all the gear, it's maybe only £10, £20 for a full day,
Okay.
or £100 if you want a weekend away, like Milsim games or skirmish games or whichever.
Yeah.
So it's more cost effective as well. It's like some of the guys that I know, they run the gas blowback guns. And I'm thinking, what for? You only hold 30 BBs in your magazine. I like my high cap that holds 200. Or one of the guns that I used to play with, great big box mag, but that only lasted like 20 minutes because I go a bit trigger happy, you know.
Woo.
So I'd like to go with a gas blowback, but I'm quite happy with what I've got, really.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, did you guys? Where did you meet your husband?
Through uniformdating.com. Off the
Okay.
internet. Yeah, off the internet. He said that his membership was running out. So could he get my number? He said it was running out the next day. I thought, you're full of shit. You liar. And it just went from there. Um, he wasn't a texter. He was more of a talker on the phone for an hour and a half. I thought, right, if
Okay.
you want to meet me, you come down and meet me. He was like half an hour away up north. And I was working for a coffee shop at the time inside a shopping centre
Yeah.
where they have security guards, the security cameras. So the one time that we decided to meet, the guy I went and met him in the coffee shop that I worked for. I knew the guys were working. There were security cameras in there as well. So right, I'm covered. All the bases are covered. Plenty of security camera. If anything happens, it's on footage. And just hit it off straight away. But yeah, it was like different. Rather than go to the cinema on dates, it'd be activities, shooting, quad biking,
Okay.
and things like that. I'm
That's
more of a
cool.
tomboy. I get on better with boys than I do girls. One of the lads. I don't
Yeah.
mind checking out a female going, oh, yeah, she's got good boobs. What do you think of that, lad?
Right.
Don't
Yeah.
care.
That's cool. Now, you guys, where are you from?
Uh, Originally, I'm from Middlesbrough in the northeast of England, and
Okay.
I've moved up to Newton Aycliffe now. House prices are cheaper. You get more house for your money. I'm next to the countryside. The local airsoft site, Dirty Dog, is just a 10-minute drive away as well, which is
Oh,
handy.
yeah, that's
Um,
nice.
Catterick Garrison for the Milsim Games, 20 minutes, 25 minutes away. There's
Yeah.
plenty, or I like Adrenaline Airsoft in Richmond as well, in North Yorkshire. That's a really cool outdoor woodland site.
Yeah.
Huge. I think it's like 50 acres. Dirty Dogs, 25 to 30 acres, I think. But they're improving it all the time. Like you'll go and play. Say if I haven't played for a month, I'll be like, oh, that's new. Oh, there's another bit of building there. It's just awesome. It's really good. I mean, I've played down south once. I went to AWA Hertz in Hertfordshire. That was that outdoor woodland one. That was really good. I'd met a guy through Instagram who played and marshalled there. So it was quite cool to meet up with him as well. He was marshalling on the day that me and John had gone down. But that was a good site. But there's plenty of other sites down south that I'd really like to go to.
Yeah.
One called Imperium, where you get to ride in the tanks. The
Oh,
marshals will
yeah.
drive the tanks and trucks, and you're shooting out there. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
that would be
It'll be
cool.
it'll be probably like a 7 hour drive, so I'll have to stay over the night before, but well worth it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Mm.
This one of the big events that the guys went to on our, from TriFecta Airsoft. They went to one that was a 3 day mil sim, really big event. They had where you could rent the a time in the helicopter. So they had a little bird where you could
Oh,
get in. You pay it. It was like $100 for a ticket for this.
that looks
Outside of the event, yeah, just to ride on the helicopter. But I think it gave you like 20 or 30 minutes on the helicopter, and they take you around. You're strapped in, so you don't fall out, and you can shoot down on people. So, and then they go and swap out whoever's next or whatever. So they had that. They had a Humvee with a 50 cal that was shooting blanks. So it sounded real, and the flame was coming out the end.
oh
I mean,
my
it
God.
was, oh yeah, it was a huge event, and they had a really good time. I actually made a video. We had some gameplay, that they from that event, and I think I put in the video the helicopter. I put in the video the 50 cal shooting. It was a really cool. They had a really good time there.
I'm gonna check that out. I'm sure I've seen some type of footage on Instagram where there's people in a helicopter shooting, and I was
Yeah.
thinking, "Wonder where the hell that is." But oh my God, that would be the dream. That to get the helicopter. Forget about the tank. I want to go in the helicopter.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yes.
Of course, when COVID decides to disappear, it'd be nice to go to other countries
Yeah.
like Poland, um, or where else? Somewhere in the Netherlands. There's plenty of air. I've seen like YouTube footage of the airsofters there, and the sites look really good. Of course, America, because I started following call sign Tonka.
Yep.
He's a really cool guy as well. Um, it'd be good to go over the states as well and
Yeah.
take on you guys, see how you
Oh
guys
yeah.
play.
Yeah, we have some of our friends on from our channel, viewers of our channel, and they have their own YouTube channel. They're in the Netherlands, and
Mm,
they post all the time, gameplay, and they're Woodland Warriors on YouTube, and I think on Instagram as well. And yeah, he does a lot of unboxings, and then he does a lot of gameplay footage, and I love seeing the
mm,
gameplay footage, different area and that kind of thing.
mm.
It's really cool that we're able to see these gameplay footages and players from all these different countries. And look, I'm talking to you right now, and you're in England.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in America, South Carolina in America, and it's just a really cool thing to be able to use their technology for all this kind of thing. I feel like you get to know people online, and especially when we talk, this is almost like face to face,
Yeah, absolutely.
so
You're in the dining room.
you're in my office. So oh yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Cheers. Speaking of that, I need to get another one.
I've still got half left, am I right?
Oh yeah, well, this one's not as big as yours. Yours bigger than mine. No, it's but anyway, I ran out. If you don't mind holding for 2 seconds, I'll be right back.
No problem.
Didn't take long. So yeah, this sounds. I'm really glad you and your husband are able to play together and have a hobby that you're both into.
Mm.
It's that's not real common.
It's yeah, it is quite funny. Turning up with your husband but we know some other couples that have started bringing their bringing their partners into it as well. I think maybe it's because I was there, so the girlfriends or the wives were like, oh yeah, right then, I'll give it a go, and they've started really enjoying it as well.
Yeah.
Maybe because I look after them, and I was like, oh yeah, let's shoot your husband. He hasn't done walking this week, shoot him. That's punishment for not doing your chores.
Right? There you go. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Have a big fight before you go to an event, and then get
Exactly.
on separate teams, and then just blast each other.
Yep. Shoot them in the balls.
Mm, don't do that. Oh yeah. Well, that's cool. I'm really glad we got to talk and and meet up or whatever. Like I said, we just started texting a couple days ago on
Mm,
Instagram, but I'm always looking for new people to have on a podcast. I started the podcast just really, I don't know, 6 months ago, I guess, and when we were kind of running out of content, I was like, I'm going to talk to some of these people and meet some airsofters. And then it just kind of grew to, you know, people would join our Discord, and I'm like, oh, who's this new person? And so I would find that they had a YouTube channel or they had an Instagram that they were playing a lot. And I really enjoy meeting new people, and
yeah.
especially from other countries where, it's, some things are different culturally, the culture stuff. And but what is funny is like the airsoft stuff is really the same. Like the way, uh, in fact, Chloe was asking me, I feel like most Americans just play speed soft, and I'm like, no, 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 no. We don't even have like a speed soft thing here. Like the majority is mil sims. They like to go out and that kind of experience.
Yeah.
But that's what I found, the most of it. And but it's really cool to meet new people and get to know their side of how they got started in airsoft, and that's really cool. Well,
Mm.
maybe one day we'll have you and your husband on, or him on, and talk about his airsoft experience as well. But
He'll be doing tech work, showing you how to put guns together, doing it. He
oh yeah.
talks a lot. Are you sure you want him on?
Oh, that'd be cool. Well, I had to learn from YouTube videos how to fix guns, because when these guys first started, I was filming, I was editing, and then anything that broke, they would just drop it off to me. I'd be like, I'll work on it. I can, I'll fix it. I worked in maintenance for quite a few years in factories here in America.
Mm,
So I worked on big machines, that kind of thing. So, and I always fix my own car if it breaks, whatever, over the years. So I'm like, man, I got all these tools. Just bring me your gun. Uh, listen. I was sorry I said that, because some of these gearboxes I tore apart, it
yeah.
took like four hands to get them back together. And, so anyway, but yeah, it's been a fun time learning all this stuff.
That's what he's done. He's mainly learnt from watching YouTube clips and things like this. I mean, he already had the knowledge of the guns from being in the army, but fixing these ones completely different kettle of fish, as we
Yeah,
see over here. I don't know if you have that saying over
we
there.
don't, but I understand what it means.
Um, but yeah, he's got his own man cave upstairs. Then he's took over the garage.
Hey, the
Oh
garage is
shit.
unlocked.
It's in the conservatory as well. But yeah, I'll leave him to it. It's a bit of extra cash for him as well. He doesn't rip people off
Right.
or anything like this. He'll say, right, this is so much for the part, and then they'll just be generous, give him a bit of extra money for the time that it's took to fix
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that's the
But
one
if
thing I've really that's the one
go
thing
on,
I've
sorry.
really noticed about the airsoft community. They're like you were talking earlier. When you went, like they really take care of you. They love bringing new people in,
Mm,
and they're very accepting of anyone. New people, whatever. There's not a whole lot of people that hate on the new players or whatever. Like they're really open to teaching them and showing, hey, you can do better with this or whatever. It's a really different community in that respect. So because you get a lot of younger players out there too that are just brand new, don't know
mm.
what they're doing, and most of them are really good. Like they call their hits, most of the time, and yeah,
Lottie.
right. Yeah, you might have to shoot them a couple extra times, but yeah. So what's your guys' next big event? Big event in March?
Um, well, I think there's a 48-hour game in July sometime.
Catterick.
At Catterick.
Catterick March.
Yeah, Catterick Garrison in March for a weekend. The 48-hour one, I think, in July. So it's a full 48-hour of play.
Right.
So if you're in a room and you're trying to get a couple of hours sleep, that room could be hit.
Yep. They're coming in to shoot you while you're sleeping.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
Do I
yeah.
want to try that? Hell yeah.
Yes. I
I'll
mean, you
just
were up all night anyway with these guys snoring, so you might as well
exactly.
just, you know.
I can survive on 2 hours sleep. Just a couple of cases of Red Bull. I'll be fine.
There you
Bring it
go.
on. Yeah. No, really looking forward to this meet with the all-female team
Yeah,
in June.
I am
It
too.
will be some good footage and what have you. Put the
That'd be
post up.
awesome. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's been really good talking with you. How can people find you online?
I'm just down as my normal name. I'm keeping it that way. Alex Hillary 39.
And that's on Instagram, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. I'll post that on this video as well, so people can hit you up for feet pictures.
I'm not,
No, no.
not sticking them in baked beans though. I'm not doing baked beans. Maybe custard. Maybe custard. $5 for custard.
Custard. Okay, that might feel good, right?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
when you said spaghetti, I was like, oh, that would feel weird. Oh, hell no. Well, listen, thank you so much for being on here. Hopefully, we can do this again soon. And good luck on your airsoft journey. I'll keep in touch for sure. But
Thank you so
appreciate you
much.
being here.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
awesome. All right, we'll talk to you.
Take care now.
All right, bye bye.